Hi, everyone. So we do have the Three of Swords here. For some of you, it could be that when you're out, you see like an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or someone that your relationship did not maybe end on the best note. And so seeing them may be difficult and it may bring up some jealousy or some resentment and old thoughts you had about that person in that situation. So you could be out with a bunch of friends, see someone else, and it might set you mentally, you may start looping through that situation or that old relationship, and it may, just sort of set you off for a little bit on a bad sort of mental rabbit hole that you go down remembering things and um or for a very small percentage of you, you could be out and you could see someone you're dating with someone else or something along those lines. But the Three of Swords is swords are a mental card. They're about thoughts. So being mindful about the story you attach to situations and the weight that you give them, and it's really about perspective. So you may see an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend out and they may be with someone new, and you have to think about if it hurts, it's like, why does that still hurt? Why am I still attached to them? Do I need to do a cord cutting? Is it the realization that it's really over and realizing that hurts? Why am I allowing myself to stir this up in my mind and go letting it get me in a bad way? But some sort of truth. When the swords cards are out, and we have two swords cards on the table, when the swords are out, sort of either you're resisting against the truth or the truth is coming out. And this, I like to steal this from Christopher Byrne. He's another tarot card reader, because I've always struggled with the Three of Swords. People read it as heartache, but it's not a cups card. It's not an emotion card. It's a thought card, and he explains it as the truth hurts. And I think that's just the perfect description. After 25 years of reading tarot, I was like, oh, I'm finally getting this card, which is what I love about tarot, because you're always finding new perspectives and depth in every single card, depending on whether it's the artwork or an interpretation from someone else or just the situation you happen to be in when you're reading or reading for someone, that it just teases out this new layer. It's really cool. So you're going to find something out this week that might hurt. And it's really funny because sometimes, like, you can have an ex-boyfriend and there was someone new and you don't care at all. And sometimes, even though you don't want them back in any way, it does hurt. And it's kind of like, okay, why does that hurt? Why am I allowing that? I don't want them. Why can't someone else have them? You know, um, maybe doing some sort of cord cutting and releasing and letting go and time to move on, move past. And the same thing too, if you've been grieving a relationship, this may say, hey, come on, it's time to get out and about. You don't have to go on dates, but time to get out with your friends, get back into the world, be seen again, and start getting out there. And we have the Six of Pentacles. And this is a card about giving and receiving. So sometimes when you're in a bad spot, one way to pull yourself out of it is by getting a different perspective, by helping other people. I mean, it could be that you need help and you need to lean on someone and ask for their help, and they will be there for you. But go volunteer at the hospital, help out with some sort of fundraiser, get sort of out of your mind, obsessing about something. That can be a good way to help break you out of that Three of Swords. Distract yourself, get a big perspective. Like things could be worse. It doesn't negate, and I don't want you to ignore or feel like your feelings aren't valid. But jealousy, I really think of the Three of Swords a lot of as jealousy, and jealousy is a state of mind, and not focusing on it, putting someone out of your mind is very helpful because there's no reason. Jealousy is just a terrible mind game we play. I mean, it serves literally no purpose. It's like worry other than to bring a lot of negative thinking and bring ourselves down. So get out, help other people. Here we got again that same get out, go do things, get out of the house, be useful, be with friends, do some volunteer work. Being, lots of times giving, you get as much out of giving as the person you're giving to. But this week, clarity is going to come. This is cutting away all the other bullshit, for lack of a better word, that we attach to situations and really getting down to the bare truth. And it could be for some of you going through the breakup of a relationship, or even if you've been broken up for a long time, just seeing that person again, or even a friendship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship or an old boss. Anything where it was not the best, you still have like resentment and residual feelings. This may be the week where it really solidifies in your head that it's time to let this go and get rid of this and cut those cords, get rid of those attachments, and see things really clearly. Like, you know what, we just weren't right for each other. We just clashed. We didn't have the same end goal. We just, that friendship just wasn't meant to be, or it lived its, we learned the lesson or the wisdom that we were supposed to get from that relationship, and it's time to move on. It's past its expiration date, and it wasn't something that we need to continue to carry the resentment and negative thinking. And I think when we do that, we're going to bring a lot of new opportunities into our lives. So get up, get out of the house, interact with new people, meet new people, get out with your friends, and just really start living again. And there are plenty of people who can lead you through a cord cutting ceremony. On YouTube, just Google cord cutting and find one that resonates with you. And I think that might be really, sometimes we need to just physically do something where we're like, I am officially letting this go. And just by the act of doing that, it will really help us to move on. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.